Hello guys, it is me back with another video, and today we're gonna be watching this dead meat video. We're gonna react to it, and I'll have my thoughts on it. So yeah, let's go ahead and go on to dead meat, and we're gonna be doing Halloween kills. Kill count right here.
Now that the school year is underway, do you know how your child is doing in math? At Mathnasium, each...
So I'm not trying to promote this channel, but I actually do watch it sometimes on when I'm not recording. So yeah. So we're gonna react to it, and we're gonna just see my thoughts.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Halloween Kills, released in 2021. Halloween Kills is the sequel to Halloween 2018, and picks up right where it left off. Like, seriously, right where it left off. Not only on the same
So I watched this movie before, last year when it came out, and I actually really liked it, and I watched the movie Halloween Ends. It was really good, and it kind of surprised me what happens in the movie, but if you guys haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It's actually a really good movie, and I'm not going to spoil it anymore for you guys, so let's go back to the video.
But mere moments after the Strode women locked Michael Myers inside a burning building. With Halloween 2018 a critical and commercial success, Blumhouse quickly greenlit not just one, but two sequels. Both of them, like 2018, would be directed by David Gordon Green and co-written by Danny McBride. That makes Halloween Kills the middle child in this new trilogy, and consequently, the movie sometimes feels like it's spinning its wheels. The plot and themes are all over the place, the characters are some of the dumbest in horror history, and Laurie Strode is completely wasted. Ultimately, this is a messy movie, but it's a mess that I kind of enjoy. I've watched it several times now, and it never bores me, except for maybe the hospital scenes. Those can be
Okay, I'm going to agree with James. I actually really liked the movie. It actually never seemed to bore me. I've only watched it once. I haven't really watched it a lot. I forgot what happened in the Halloween Kills, so I can't really comment on the hospital thing he's talking about, but yeah.
fast forwarded. One thing I can respect is how weird it is.
It's him. It's Michael Myers.
I commend it for taking stylistic swings. I also like how it expands on the town of Haddonfield, bringing back characters and actors from both the 2018 and 1978 films.
Okay, yeah, that was actually a really cool thing. I really thought that was a really cool thing that happened. So if you don't know, they brought back the original Tommy Doyle. They brought back Lee Brackett. They brought back Marion Chambers, and then Lindsay Wallace. I'm pretty, and Laurie came back. I mean, she already did in the Halloween, the original 2018. And yeah, so pretty much, yeah.
Halloween 2018 looked at generational trauma. Halloween Kills is about the effect Michael Myers has on a whole community.
Let's get that bird's eye view of Haddonfield itself. What does Haddonfield look like 40 years after the 1978 murders?
It's nice to acknowledge that other people were affected by Michael's killing spree in '78. I just wish it wasn't handled so clumsily.
I also recommend that you also watch the original, and yeah.
Hard to take the town seriously when they chant a slogan
really
like they're at a pro wrestling show.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
All right, evil dies tonight!
Yeah.
Still, it's a fresh take on the Halloween formula, and even if they're making dumb decisions, I like the supporting characters. I laughed a bunch at the comedic acting and line delivery.
Honestly, I think my favorite one is Halloween Kills. In the movies that David Gordon Green directed, my favorite out of the 2018 ones, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, is Halloween Kills. But honestly, Halloween Ends, it's okay for like I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. But some of these videos I watch sometimes they have bad words, so I just want to tell you that before we get into that. So yeah, so if you're not used to if you're maybe like kind of my age, 9 years old, and your parents kind of don't like it when you watch like content with like bad cursing. Yeah, I just want to tell you that. So let's get back into the video.
And the individual killy vignettes are often well done and super gory. And I mean it on that last point. This is one violent, dark slasher. In fact,
okay, that was a brutal scene.
Acting and line deliveries, and the individual killy vignettes are often well done and super gory. And I mean it on that.
This scene was super brutal. It was so brutal. It was like one of the worst scenes I watched. Not the worst. It was the best, like worst, and like ways you can die. I'm not trying to talk like worst scene ever, like bad kind of worst, but it's like just the most painful scene.
Last point. This is one violent, dark slasher. In fact, looks like I've gotten bloody just talking about this thing. Lucky for me, I have today's sponsor, Dr. Squatch, to help me out. See? That's better.
Yes, good old Dr. Squatch.
Squatch makes soap bars, deodorants, and hair care to clean you up from even the most brutal of killer encounters, assuming you survive. And if you don't, I mean, hey, at least you'll go out smelling good.
Get me toys tonight! Get me toys!
Wait, what is that smell?
It's Dr. Squatch.
Wow, I gotta give you some of that. James, do you have any suggestions of scents that I should... Nah, you're dead.
Ooh, coconut castaway.
Purchase. Oh, you can see my pants.
You may remember from ancient times, aka before my kill count break, that I really loved these soaps. Well, I still do, mofos! They offer tons of fantastic scents, and their exfoliating bars are luxurious on my skin. Plus, they do it all with products that are at least 98% natural in origin, which is great, because I too am 98% natural. Beep, beep. Go to the link below to try Dr. Squatch for yourself. And if you're a new customer, you can use code DSQDeadMeat to get 20% off orders over $20. This movie has kills in the title, so there better be a lot of them. Let's see. The movie begins with a quick checkup on Cameron, Allison's unfaithful Dunaway who got ditched at the dance last movie. He comes across the injured but still living Frank Hawkins, meaning I messed up when I put him on the kill count in Halloween 2018. Well, excuse me! Normally, when someone's stabbed in the neck and run over, it's pretty safe to count him as dead. John Carpenter's classic Halloween theme takes us back to 1978.
Yeah, this part of the movie was super good. I honestly, I would rewatch it just for this part.
Where Hawkins, then a rookie cop, was getting juked by a fresh-faced Michael Myers. Remember, Halloween 2018 was a direct sequel to the original, meaning the Laurie Michaels sibling stuff and everything else in Halloween 2 isn't canon anymore.
Halloween 2 is my favorite movie of all, honestly. Oh yeah, when I was talking about Halloween Kills, I meant the movies that Dave and Gordon Green directed, as I said. But my favorite movie in all the movies put together is Halloween 2. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the original Halloween 2, not the Rob Zombie remake one. So yeah.
That fills us in on this timeline's version of events, which were described by Dr. Sartain last movie.
Did you know our friend Hawkins here was the first responding deputy when Michael was apprehended in 1978? You stopped Loomis from killing Michael that night.
Hawkins is joined by his partner McCabe, played by filmmaker Jim Cummings, who wrote, directed, and starred in the solid horror comedy Wolf of Snow Hollow. The two officers make their way to the Myers house, where inside they find the dog carcass that Michael had been nomming on, unless Loomis meant that figuratively.
He got hungry.
I still think Mikey My eats dogs. Upstairs, McCabe takes a breather to stare out Judith Myers' window, something he said Michael used to do as a kid to look out over the town.
Haddonfield, where nothing exciting ever happened.
Mikening McQueen flies at McCabe and slams him repeatedly against the wall.
They did like the best job remaking the mask in the flashback. I don't know. It could be better. They should just make like Michael Myers just find that mask somewhere on the ground, just take it, and he just looks like the original Michael Myers from the 1978 film.
Trilogy's Michael is mostly played by the 65-year-old James Jude Courtney, who again is a real nice guy.
Nice job, dude.
Thanks, man.
But for the 1978 sequences, stunt coordinator Aaron Armstrong stepped in.
Look at that. Don't tell me that does not look like the original.
To give the
The
role
original mask.
more youthful mobility. Hawkins hears his partner struggling and tries to assist, but he's no William Tell, so his first shot hits McCabe in the neck. Upset at getting his kill stolen, Michael storms off, leaving Hawkins to comfort McCabe as he succumbs to his injuries. Oof, good luck living with that, dude. Now, even though this is Halloween Kills, it's also Halloween Resurrection, because look at who's back from the dead, motherfuckers!
Officer Hawkins, tell me, what happened in here?
Good old Dr. Loomis. Good old Dr. Loomis.
Did Michael kill again?
I initially thought this was a product of deepfake technology, but no, this Loomis is entirely practical. The filmmakers noticed that their construction coordinator, Tom Jones Jr., strongly resembled the late Donald Pleasance.
The second we walked on set, we said this guy looks like Loomis.
His appearance was then augmented by returning special effects makeup maestro Christopher Nelson.
My biggest fear was that once the makeup was on, he would look less like Donald Pleasance than when he did beforehand.
The end result is uncanny, especially with comedian Colin Mahan returning to dub in the character's voice, like he did in 2018's opening credits.
Stop! Michael, stay back!
It was a necessary James Earl Jonesing to Tom Jones Jr.'s David Prowse.
Michael, stop!
Louder.
Michael, stop!
As loud as you got.
Michael, stop!
Outside, the camera pulls away from a surrounded Michael in a callback to the opening of the original. It's a retro shot that perfectly pairs with our retro title card! A phenomenal update to the Halloween theme plays, featuring synthesized choral tones. This film's score was done by returning composers John Carpenter, his son Cody, and his godson Daniel Davies. As their work gives life to the opening credits, 12 jack-o'-lanterns are seen, representing the 12 movies in this franchise. A flaming pumpkin lights the way to Mick's bar, where a bunch of characters are waiting for us to re-meet them. First, Vanessa and Marcus, the couple dressed as a doctor and nurse who were seen during the last movie's awesome long one-take. Their date night is interrupted by Tommy Doyle, played by Anthony Michael Hall. Tommy's the little boy Laurie babysat in the original, though this isn't the kid who played him, because that kid didn't become an actor. The character made a cameo in Halloween 4 and was the lead protagonist in Halloween 6, where he was played by a young Paul Rudd. Rudd was actually approached to reprise the role for this movie,
Did you say
but
it's
he
not the same
had
actor?
to turn it down.
I don't know if it's not the same actor. I gotta rewind.
The couple dressed as a doctor and nurse who were seen during the last movie's awesome long one-take. Their date night is interrupted by Tommy Doyle, played by Anthony Michael Hall. Tommy's the little boy Laurie babysat in the original, though this isn't the kid who played him, because that kid didn't become an actor. The character
Okay. Okay, so it's not the same actor.
The cameo in Halloween 4 and was the lead protagonist in Halloween 6, where he was played by a young Paul Rudd. Rudd was actually approached to reprise the role for this movie, but he had to turn it down to do another requel, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Hall is enthusiastic and does his best with the dialogue he has to say. Tommy struggles with the trauma of his encounter with Michael Myers, and he shares that trauma with his drinking buddies. Lindsay Wallace is played by Kyle
Oh yeah! They brought
Richards, who was 9 years old when she played the character in the original.
Yeah, Lonnie. They brought back Lonnie.
40 years ago, you carried me.
I carried you.
Come on. No, not gonna carry you now.
Nurse Marion Chambers is played by Nancy Stevens, who also reprised the character in Halloween H2O and got killed in that alternate timeline. Finally, there's Lonnie Elam, who used to bully
Lonnie Elam.
Tommy as a kid. He's the one who smashed his pumpkin and got scared away from the Myers house by Loomis.
Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
He also, as this movie shows, had an encounter with Michael on the night of the murders.
Yeah, so as I told you, there's gonna be a little bit of bad words in this video, so if you're still watching this video and you're kind of like my age and your kind of parents don't like when you listen to you watch content that includes cursing, you should leave now. Because I don't really know how many bad words, because I forgot. I haven't really watched this in a long time, so I forgot how many bad words are going to be in here, so yeah.
Lonnie's played by Robert Longstreet, last seen on the kill count as a True Knot member in Dr. Sleep. Tommy gives a speech that foreshadows all the ridiculous dialogue he'll have this movie.
Who's next? Maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, but the boogeyman is coming for him.
What do you see when you see yourself?
A
sidekick?
and he's coming for you.
He leads a toast to another survivor, his babysitter Lori, who's currently bleeding out in the back of a truck. The Strode women are right where we left them, only pissed off because they see firefighters heading towards the burning Myers tomb. She wanna let it burn, wanna let it burn. As the firefighters clear the burning house, some of the floor collapses, sending one poor soul named Benton tumbling into the basement. It's a scary situation, and it only gets worse, because there's a boogeyman in the closet, or gun locker. That's how Michael survived, by hiding in Lori's shrine to the Second Amendment. Michael promptly kills Benton.
So this video is gonna be one of 3, because I'm kind of struggling with storage on my iPad now. So, this is gonna be part 1 of 3. So we're gonna do 10 minutes, and then we do another 10 minutes, and then we're done with the video. So, yeah.
This pickaxe-looking thing that's apparently called the Halligan Bar, the more you know. Another firefighter reaches out to help his friend, only to be offered a firm handshake into death. Outside, the remaining crew is treated to the incredible visual of Michael Myers literally rising from the ashes. They rightfully assess that Mikey's not exactly on the up and up, so they ready their equipment and prepare to be firefighters. This guy up front tries to treat Michael like a civil rights activist, but he's quickly dispatched by a 3D head stab. Whoa! Michael then stabs 3 more firefighters, lifting one guy up in a seriously awesome wire stunt before killing a 4th with his own circular saw. The extra 4 I'm adding to the count right now come from a group shot we see when Michael exits the building. There are 9 firefighters there, and I don't think any survive. You can also see their bodies later when the cops arrive on the scene. There's also a line from Tommy later that mentions 11 first responders dead at Lori's compound, so I guess that figure doesn't include officers Richards and Francis, who were also found by Haddonfield PD. Of course, I already counted those 2 kills when I covered Halloween 2018. This slaughter scene featured real firefighters in the roles and was all over the movie's trailer.
Okay, so we're at 10 minutes now, so that is it for this video, and I hope you liked it. So I guess I'll see you guys in the part 2, and that is it for today's video. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.